It's been exactly a year ago today, January 1st, 2020, that I announced my hiatus from Pop Punk and Pizza podcast. It was the first day of the new year. I had hit rock bottom with my mental health, and I knew I couldn't continue, and I had to take a break and focus on myself, and I had made a statement on our Pop Punk and Pizza Facebook page saying that I didn't know how long this hiatus was going to go on for. I didn't know if it was going to be 3 months or 3 years. I had no idea how long it was going to take for me to be able to gain some control back in my life with the addiction I was facing, and I'm still actually facing to this day. So fast forward a couple months, we get to February, March, and the pandemic hits full on. I'm starting to feel a little better at that point. I had made a lot of groundwork and was really starting to feel better. I wasn't 100%. I'm still not 100% today. But with the pandemic affecting the music world so much, I just decided to say, fuck it. I'm coming back, because I felt like I needed to be engaged in the music industry once again, in the music scene, and try to help the bands out as much as I could and getting word out about their music. And now fast forward to the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021. What an incredible year it's been. I never would have guessed that 2020 would have been the best year for Pop Punk and Pizza podcast, because it wasn't supposed to be whatsoever, because it wasn't supposed to happen. And it's all thanks to you. Whether you're just a listener, or you're a publicist, or you were a guest on the podcast, or you're a family member, you're one of my friends, my girlfriend, Lizzie, God bless her. She has been so amazing, such a big supporter of the podcast and of my recovery. And I know I wouldn't have been able to do what I did, or actually I feel like do what we did with the podcast, you and I and everyone involved in the podcast. We wouldn't have been able to do it without her help and just everyone coming together and making this whole thing work. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for making Pop Punk and Pizza podcast such an amazing, or making 2020 such an amazing year for the podcast is what I want to say. And I'm really excited to see what 2021 brings. The podcast is growing by the day. We're gaining more listeners by the day, and it's all thanks to you. And whatever part in it that you had, I am forever grateful for you, and I hope someday I can show my gratitude towards that. So that was the first reason I wanted to make this video, and the second reason was that I would love to share my complete story with you one day about my recovery and about the addiction that I'm facing. And one day I hope I actually can, but for now, I just want to say that addiction comes in many shapes, forms, and sizes. It's not just drugs, it's not just alcohol, it's not just gambling. It can be almost anything that you can get addicted to anything, and it can hinder your life and really flush it down the toilet. And when you think you're absolutely alone and that there's no one that you can reach out to, that's not absolutely true at all. There are people that love and care for you, and I am so lucky that enough people in my life were there for me to reach out to them and get me to where I am today and continue my healing and continuing my recovery. So if you ever need an ear to listen, I'm here for you. You're not alone, and that was the main reason why I wanted to make this video. So thank you. And I really can't wait to see what 2021 brings for Pop Punk and Pizza podcast. Stay safe, stay healthy, check on your family and friends, and have a happy new year. I love you all.